So let's talk about why Cardi B does not crash out when it comes to Stefon Diggs. And you have to understand that she also allowed Offset to do these same things. Hi, you guys. This is Rain Said That. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe and hit the notification bell. If you do, hi and welcome. Today, we're going to be doing a music review. And today, we're going to be talking about Cardi B and the whole Stefon Diggs situation, because I feel like a lot of you tend to not understand the reason why she's moving the way that she's moving. And I'm here to explain it to you guys. So I also have another Music Monday. We're going to actually talk about, Meg Thee Stallion, because this series is called When the Music Don't Sell. You have to get a man, you have to get pregnant, and you have to get a relationship. Okay. And this is starring Cardi B. So everyone wants to ask, why hasn't Cardi B crashed out? She's allowing Stefon Diggs and there's rumors to go ahead. She doesn't really speak on it, and she just keeps quiet. Well, you have to ask yourself, what is Cardi B's mentality? Okay, because you have to understand that Offset was doing all types of things allegedly, and she was doing things in return. She was never really leaving Offset until, let's be honest, until his money slowed up. When Offset's money slowed up, that's when it became a problem, because you can't be broke and deal with Cardi B, okay? She already tells you multiple times in multiple songs that she's all about her money. She would do anything for the money, quote unquote, one of her song lyrics. So this is why, maybe she's staying quiet, because, you can do anything that you pretty much want to do as long as you're giving Cardi B some type of money, as long as she's benefiting in some type of way. So that's pretty much my first theory. Like, she doesn't really care because this man is taking care of her. And you have to understand her money also has slowed up as well. And I have like a few examples to use, because did y'all forget that Normani career kind of was and then now she's engaged to an NFL player. Okay. When the music don't sell, you have to have a baby, you have to get engaged, you have to get into some type of relationship, so I feel like as of right now, or the way that I'm perceiving things, and I could be wrong as well, because it's just my opinion, it just seems as though Cardi B music is not selling. And I told you guys before that Cardi B is not a star, Meg Thee Stallion is not a star. They was just selling, that music at that time. They hit the ground running when their music was popular, but they should have asked Trina the longevity of that type of music. Okay. If you see that type of music genre, it always, comes and goes. And what I mean by that type of music genre, like, that type of music that they sell, is always going to be a time limit before expiration. And I feel like that, they are in their expiration period, so they have to transition and move on. Now, like I told you guys, I wanted Cardi B to be on Love and Hip Hop. Like, if she had Offset and she had Stefon Diggs on there, yes, it would have definitely be using this for a great storyline, and she would have been getting her money, okay? But Cardi B is still getting her money, okay? And Stefon Diggs is giving her money. Don't ever get it twisted. Don't ever get it confused. So another reason why I can say, Cardi B could not be speaking up on these allegations against Stefon Diggs, because it simply could not be true. Have y'all ever just thought about it? Maybe it's not true. People do make things up. People do spread rumors, especially broke people. Okay. Broke people, they have to, sell a story to get a check. Okay. So you have to be very careful about the things that you hear, because sometimes it may not be true. So this could also be, one of the main reasons why Cardi B is not speaking on, Stefon Diggs, because we're just hearing a lot of hearsay about Stefon Diggs, because, I didn't see any footage, I don't see anything leaked. They had the videos of Cardi B and her situations. She just kept getting caught by the camera, but it seems like with Stefon Diggs, he is not getting caught by the camera. And honestly, like, I mean, I'm just gonna be real. Like, I don't really know who he is. I watched like one or two interviews. He seems like a sweet guy. Like, literally, he looks like very caring, very nurturing. Even though he has all these women, I can understand why he has all these women, because that's just what he's giving. He's giving very emotionally understanding. You know what I mean? So I don't really see him choking people out allegedly. I just don't get that from him. I'm not saying he could not have a bad side to it. Everybody has their snap side to them. I'm just saying, from what I'm seeing, he don't look like he'll choke you out for no reason. That's what I'm saying. Like, people want to ask you, people want to say, you getting choked out, but you need to be asking, why you getting choked out in the first place? Because I'm a firm believer of people getting choked out if you're doing something, to harm this person in some type of way. If you're threatening this person accidentally choke you out. I'm not saying he needs to be going around choking people out. That's not what I'm saying. But you need to be asking, why would this man choke somebody out? Why would he? Like, why would you choke somebody out? Okay, there has to be a reason why somebody just ups and choke people out. It's not like, oh, he just woke up on the wrong side of the bed and he's choking people out. Like, that don't really make any type of sense. So that's my question. Like, if this man actually did allegedly choke somebody out, what did this person do to get choked out? Because like I said, I'm a firm believer of affirmative action. I'm sorry, like, if I'm minding my business or whatever, and somebody comes and, they hit you, or they hit your child, or they hit your niece and nephews in front of you, you know what I mean? Like, and you just smack them, like, why are you, pushing down somebody's kid? You know what I'm saying? Like, stuff like that. I'm a firm believer of, going oops with somebody's head when it's necessary. I definitely am. So, I asked that question, like, what did this man do to get choked out? Okay. Like, you just can't just be saying, like, this man just going around just choking people out. Like, it's making it seem as though he has a temper, because you have to understand, when people have a temper, people always try to, get a reaction out of them, or try to act like that this person just went oops upside their head for no reason. Okay. So like I said, it could be all lies. It could be all lies. So this is why Cardi B is not crashing out about the whole, Stefon Diggs situation, because she already know what type of guy that she's with. Okay. And he got some shmoney. Okay. He got that money. So she's not really going to say anything, because when you ain't got no money as a woman, or when your money is slowing down, this is my theory number 2, or am I number 3? Who knows? What number am I on? Comment down below. But when you ain't got no money, or like your money is slow, like, you're not really going to be saying nothing to your man too much. Like, if he out here wilding, like, that's on him. That's on him. They ain't really got nothing to do with Cardi B if he's out here, choking people out. If he's actually the monster as they're trying to portray him to be, and, if he doesn't have any morals or integrity or whatever, that's on Cardi B. Like, when you go for anything, you'll get anything. So if you don't have no morals, you ain't have no values, you dealing with X, Y, and Z, you're going to get a person that also don't have no morals and have no values, and they're going to do X, Y, and Z because that's what you allow. So it could just be an energetic match. What we find not attractive, she could also find attractive. But like I said, when your money is low, you can't really say anything. So if he is that provider of relationships, she can't just be on the internet, like ranting or acting crazy, because, her financial dependency depends on this man. She got a baby by him, she got that NFL baby, and, she's not trying to mess up her bag. Like I said, Cardi B is not going to go and mess up her bag like that. She's not going to, because she finds money to be important. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing, because we already know Cardi B's background. She came from nothing. And when you come from nothing and you got something, like, you're not really trying to mess that up, because you don't want to go back to having nothing. So I understand that trauma that she's having with the whole, that money situation, why she puts money so high on her list. And this is why, her alleged things that they said that she done in the past, to get that money. That's her mindset. Like, I got to get this money by any means necessary. By any means necessary is the New York way. Okay, this is why I compare her to that little blue thing on Cat Dog. I don't know if you ever heard of Cat Dog, but you check it out on YouTube. They have like a whole Nickelodeon series, and this man is always making some money. He always making some money with his hands in the pocket. He's very sneaky and he's very sly. He don't care as long as it benefits him in some type of way. So I feel like her being with Stefon benefits with her in some type of way. So she is not going to say anything about it. She's not going to say anything about it. Okay. Number whatever, 4 or 5. Is Cardi B actually in love? Is she's actually emotionally attached to this man? Because we know how Cardi B do when she in love. Okay, we know how Cardi B be acting when she in love. She'll crash out. She'll be crashing out. So I'm not sure if Stefon Diggs actually have her whole heart like that. I just feel like she just got in where she fit in. You know, she just got in where she fit in. She already knew his situation. She already knew the type of women that he was dealing with. And, you know, she just wanted to have fun and have a good time. She'll get that baby. She'll get that check. And, you know, she's not wanting anything else from him. She's not asking this man to be her husband. You know, if you're going to take care of business, take care of business. I'm going to chill out. I'm going to be in the back seat. I'm going to take care of my kids. I'm going to try to go on tour. You know, I'm trying to figure out how to get me some more money, you know, and if you want to take care of or help me with these bills, it's cool. You know, you do what you want to do. You can help me with some of these bills. And that's really about it. So is her heart actually with Stefon Diggs? I mean, it's kind of hard to tell because everyone was saying that this is allegedly a fake relationship. Even though she has a baby and stuff like that, it's not, I guess they're saying like fake is like, yeah, just fake a relationship. People don't really buy it because she's not acting like she cares, but maybe she left her heart with Offset. Maybe she don't really care too much. She's not getting too emotionally attached this time because a man gonna do whatever he want to do. She can't really do nothing. She's tired of fighting for a man that wants to go outside and be outside and deal with all multiple women. So she's basically like, if she can't beat these women, she's going to join these women. That's basically Cardi B's mentality right now. Because if it wasn't, she wouldn't deal with the same thing that she was dealing with Offset. If you cannot beat these 3-0 foes, join them. Well, alleged 3-0 foes, because, you know, they just doing what they have to do. They also have the same mindset as Cardi B. Get your money. So you have to understand, when you will do anything, when you're desperate for money, when you're desperate for a man, you know, when you will take anything just to have it, you will get anything, and you have to deal with whatever comes with it. And I feel like Cardi B is just dealing with whatever comes with Stefon Diggs. Leave her alone. She's focused on her family and her money, and y'all need to get y'all some business and mind your business. That's what she's basically trying to tell y'all, because A, it could definitely not be true. Y'all don't know that man. And B, if it is true, then, you know, that's a reflection of what Cardi B wants to deal with right now, what it is that she wants, and what she finds important when it comes to her man. Okay. And that's on her. So comment down below which opinion, which theory that you guys think of the reason why Cardi B is not speaking on the whole Stefon Diggs situation. Do you agree or do you not agree? I would love to hear it. But thank you guys so much for coming to my channel. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And I will see you guys in the next one.